And there we go. Now it says we're streaming.
Really? Hello. Are we?
Cool. All right. Good evening, evening. I hope everybody
Everybody.
had a Merry Christmas.
Hope you did too. Hey, Night Clover, Cheryl, how you doing?
Hi, Clover, Cheryl.
I'm
Favorite
picking.
peoples.
I'm picking. Can't tell you were supposed to be grinning.
Am I grinning? Yeah, that was a show.
Yeah, it was. So they killed old Green Jeans. Or String Bean, excuse me.
Now, that's one of them I can watch from my childhood now. Some of the shows I used to watch as a kid, it's kind of hard to swallow now, you know. Like Chips is kind of corny, you know, kind of
I
hard to
don't know.
watch.
Me TV's getting ready to put Emergency.
Emergency, oh my God, I love that show.
How many bruised chests
I was
those.
just gonna say, how many crushed ribs from the chest thump? Oh my God, yeah.
Oh.
D5W. Swear to God, every medical condition can be solved with Ringer's lactate and D5W.
I was used WD 40, so.
Yeah, something like that. If he's leaking, use duct tape. If he's not, WD lube him up.
Oh, man. They had it on Saturdays. The one weekend, I went out and got high with a buddy of mine back when I was, first starting to get high in my early teens. Come in there and we're sitting there watching this emergency, and all of a sudden they show them looking up, and an ice box is getting ready to fall through.
Uh-oh.
And the stone guy jumps up and tries to catch it. It happens.
It happened.
It's no crazy weather over the holiday, huh?
Yeah, we had a little bit of snow, nothing major. My got about like 3 inches. We got maybe an inch, maybe a little more.
And here you talk about that, and I see these guys around here. They shut the whole state down 3 inches.
Oh Jesus! I didn't even plow. I didn't. I took the broom and I swept those stairs off. That was it. I didn't even clean the truck off. I started the truck, melted the ice, and just let the wind blow it off.
Relax a little bit more in your old age there, Jim.
Well, that's the way we do things. I do as little as I have to, because with my shoulder and wrist, forget it. Cleaning off a vehicle sucks. And I can only watch Kelly do it so many times before I start to feel a little twinge of guilt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but she's had a heart attack, so I don't really want her pushing snow either.
Yeah.
There ain't no kids around here. They don't think I'm a fucking weird guy that lives in the woods with guns.
So they pegged you up just right on, didn't they?
Pretty much. But I like kids.
I like them well done.
I took she's 3 months old, my little niece. And she's colicky and she was cranky and crying and they were complaining and Kelly had a bouncing. They put her in my arms and I hummed her 2 renditions of the Star Spangled Banner and I put her to sleep.
Good on you. Patriotic snooze.
My patriotic niece. But they're a whole lot more pleasurable when I know I'm giving them back.
Yeah.
Every grown up I ever knew as a kid said that. Now I get it.
No, Mom always says, if you're going to have kids, I want you to have 10 of them, just like you.
Just like you. They're always going to be worse than you. Because
They
they
got to
take
be.
what you did and they try to imitate it and they try to put the spin on it. And then, yeah, you did it.
But what about? So no definitive on the UFOs, huh?
No, I ain't called me yet. Oh, fuckers. They owe me. I do know the FAA restricted some more airspace, so.
You know, they're in Jersey
Jersey
or
and New York.
in New York.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I didn't see you in there. I do well. I probably should have if I looked. Yeah, no, we had a good Christmas. I hope you did too. Quiet. Well, I would like to say it was quiet. It was 120 miles of driving, screaming kid, a lot of good food. Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong with good food.
yeah, there's a
Enjoy
lot wrong with it when you're not used to eating that much.
it.
Scoop of this, a scoop of that, a scoop of this. By the time you make it around back to the table, your plate's kind of full.
Well, you just hang in there, brother, because next month's carnivore month.
Well, yeah, I got to get back. I've been way kind of this holiday season overdoing the carbs,
Yeah, but we used to have to do it that way.
but I can feel it too now. I can honestly feel the change in my diet.
That's good.
Yeah, so there's something to it, and it's kind of fun. Just well, not fun. It's kind of just neat that the way I used to eat, and now I'm good. You put a couple hamburgers in front of me, and again, I'm not a purist, so maybe some ketchup or some mustard on it, and that's it.
Uh,
Two hamburgers. That's my meal.
Hey, what works for you works for
Yeah.
you. More power to you.
Bacon and eggs are my favorite though.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, I won't eat a big dinner, and I'll wait for supper, and she'll make me 4 eggs over easy, and half a
Mhm.
pound of bacon, and that's a meal. Then I'm pretty much done. But I won't eat again until late the next day.
Yeah, I've seen where some of those people do the fasting and that shit, and
Yeah.
that's probably not a good idea, really.
I don't agree with the fasting because I fall into the school of thought that if you feed your body when it's hungry, it doesn't have to store fat. You, you,
Yep.
you train it to go, well, if I'm hungry, the fucker will feed me.
Well, and that too, when you do that, you're training your stomach to hold on to that food, and you're not getting it's not being distributed properly. You know, your nutrients going to where they're supposed to go.
Yep,
They're just sitting there waiting because you knows you're not going to be eating.
exactly. Well, who knows when my next meal's coming, yeah. Which benefits you when you're a caveman in the Ice Age and meals are far and few between.
I ran across an article about that. They're trying to tell us that cavemen were vegan.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we have pictures on the walls of salad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Not, mammoth wasn't a big thing.
yeah, what was
Saber-toothed tigers weren't a big thing.
like blades had just come into use and
Yeah.
paddle.
I don't know how many soldiers you need to send after a head of lettuce with spears and knives and swords. Yeah.
Well, they send the women to do that.
Oh, maybe because it's backed up by the cabbage. Who knows? But
It could be.
don't turn your back on them strawberries.
It's them damn shallots you got to watch out for. They're hiding, making you thinking they're garlic.
Uh, but I do incorporate some fruits into my diet. I like grapes. I like apple.
Well, if your body's telling you you need it,
Well, it's not telling me I needed it. That's my sweet. That replaced a lot of sugary junk foods, because I like apple and I like grape and
which reminds me, I got to eat another piece of pecan pie later.
ooh, that's one thing I didn't get. But my mother made this. You take saltine crackers and you soak them in a mixture of butter and brown sugar and whatever, and then you bake it. You lay them in a baking dish and you bake them. And then she covered them in pecans and then a thick layer of hard chocolate bark.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sounds
I
good.
I had sweets yesterday. Oh God, yes. With a hot cup of coffee. It was heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese
But
cake,
yeah,
caramel on top. Oh.
still didn't go all the way past 250. So I'm still in my area.
I've been at 255 for the last probably almost a week now. But that's down from 299, 298.
It's good.
Yeah, I was really good. I'm able to fit into clothes I almost gave to Goodwill.
No, knowing you, hate to see that money go to waste.
That's why I don't throw them away. I don't give them away yet. You
Yep.
know, a lot of my daughter's, old clothes, I don't mind giving them away because somebody else could use them. Because I'm never going to use them again,
Yeah.
especially after handling my niece. No, it's like a sports car. It's fun for a while, but I don't want to maintain it. I don't want to take care of it.
Yes. You don't want to be the second owner.
Yeah, but I'll play with it for a few minutes if you let me.
Now wait a minute. That sounds a little bit too sexual.
I was just thinking that it didn't sound as good out loud as it did in my head. But I'm hoping that we all get what I was saying.
You didn't leave clothes on
Killer cherries. My son-in-law, daughter-in-law, whatever they calls himself, uh, made alcohol. What did she call them?
there. Cherry bomb.
Cherry bombs. She soaked cherries in alcohol, high-proof alcohol, and then dipped them in chocolate and crunchies. And
Oh.
oh,
Hmm.
damn, they were good. Because you got the booze right up front. You bit into it, and it's like, oh man, that's boozy. Then the chocolate and the crunchy start mixing it, and my God, they were good.
Mm.
Mother had 8 of them.
Yeah, my mother was getting tipsy. She's a lightweight. She can't have one margarita.
Holy shit.
Well, she didn't get run over by a reindeer, did she?
No.
Didn't get run over by a reindeer. I don't know because them fuckers protect her because she feeds them all.
Oh.
Oh my God, she won't get rid of skunks, squirrels, rats, mice. They're all God's creatures. They're alive and she feeds them all. She feeds the
Oh, that.
neighbor's cats. She has to
Yep.
keep a plate of food out on the porch just for the neighbor's cats because they might get hungry.
Well, I was at first going to say kind of like Snow White, but then you changed it and continued on with the animals. It was more like Ellie Mae.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep telling her, Ma, when Dad passed, we told him we'd take care of you, protect you, and, don't let nobody take advantage of you. The critters got you. I mean, she spends more on their food than she does her food, I swear.
Yeah, people.
But if that's what it takes to make the old bag happy, I mean, Jesus, she
Yep.
needs to be tied down to a chair somewhere and just set in front of the window because she's getting dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, she batshit crazy.
She shouldn't be driving.
She'll go 10 miles out of her way so she don't have to go through a roundabout or take a left-hand turn.
Hmm. They'd done an interview on this woman that was in an accident and lost part of her brain.
Oh,
Yeah, and she could not make a right hand turn after that. Everything's got to be left. You know,
Wow.
kind of like people losing numbers.
yeah. Wow, that's cool. I don't mean it's cool, but
Yeah,
interesting.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, at least it's not the Milgram test, which I wish we could reproduce that.
They won't let you.
I know it. I was promised I wouldn't hurt any animals.
Somehow, Cheryl, I believe that. You just seem like that kind of person.
A big heart.
And I eat just about anything with four legs and fur.
Yeah. Well, you got that in common.
Yeah.
She feeds them, you eat them.
If they're unsavable, send them my way. It'll
Be
be
careful with
humane.
that. They get a Dylan.
Yeah, no, I'm a firm believer in eating critters. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't do it in a mean way. I do make light of it, I guess, because I like to pick on vegans. But
No, man, if straight out of the Bible, we were told to manage them,
yeah,
manage peace in the world. You know, we
yeah,
were told that for a reason.
because that's the food.
Yeah, yeah. And hell, look at it. We sat here all these years feeling sorry for the Chinese and the North Koreans because they had to eat grass at the
Yeah,
at
and that's
the
no joke.
barrel. Yep. And here, what they do? They did it voluntarily, but it wasn't enough to keep it going.
Yeah,
No, he can't have Dylan. He's for you, Cheryl. Oh, look, speak of the devil.
speak of the devil.
Damn it, Dylan.
Damn it, Dylan.
Wonder if he went out and got any video of them drones flying over.
Exactly, Cheryl. I like I said, I don't go killing to kill. Population control. When I was a deer hunter, that's what it was all about. If you're a sportsman.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that, there's not big money to be made in trophy hunting and it happens.
yeah. Down here, folks come out of farming. Hell, Grandpa even rode it, the old 101, I believe it was. Yeah, the 101, the great big cattle farm down in Texas. And he's on drives going up there to Kansas City. But that was at just the turn of the century.
God, I've had been a hard life.
Yeah. Well, Grandpa was a hard man. He's the one I was telling you about. He'd get a mule's acting stubborn. He'd take his chewing tobacco, shove it in its mouth, and its nose, and its eyes, and its ears, then beat him with a 2x4.
Damn.
And that's just the stories about that. There was a reason he kept the razor strap by the door. And it wasn't to keep the grandkids at bay.
Oh, man. Another reason he never got divorced.
So no good movies this weekend.
What I watch? What was that one? Um,
Covenant.
Nick recommended last night The Covenant. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. That was a pretty damn good movie. It was about
Hmm.
I can't remember if it was a true story or not, but it was about a informant, an Afghani informant that got left behind after he saved a guy's life and blah blah blah, and this guy couldn't just let it go, so he got him his visas and went over and rescued him, found him, and got him home. It was a good movie.
What was it on?
I saw it on Prime, I think.
Uh, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was a good movie. And then I watched one. I saw it on Netflix, but I think it's coming on Prime. The 6888. It's about the women. It was a black woman's army.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that straightened
I'm
out the
talking about-
mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, and that was a pretty good watch. I mean, I liked it, but I liked like Hidden Figures. I liked that movie, Tuskegee Airmen. I mean, I'm not racist. The, the,
No,
the black community played a big part in our history,
of course they did.
but they're just getting it's just overshadowed by all the hate and the bullshit.
People were trained to do that. Because I don't care how many times you do it. You can take 5 little black kids, put them in a room with 5 little white kids, and they'll just play.
Exactly. It's until it's when the grown-ups start getting involved. That's when it goes to the south.
Yep.
'Cause that kid has no idea what hate is. That kid has no idea what sex is. That kid has no idea how atomic fission works. And if you bring it up, he's gonna want to know, and then he's gonna take it. And then his little mind can't process it, so he takes it for what he thinks it is, and before
There
you know
goes
it, you're
stuff.
fucked. You got a kid shitting in a box. But yeah, I don't know. It's can't believe it. I was talking to a guy. Oh my God, this guy was wound. He wants to start a militia. We were down the laundromat, and he come up and he says, "I like your hat." Oh, okay. I'm standing outside vaping, and he got to talking. And he says, "Yeah." He says, "My niece lost part of her leg in that Boston bombing. Them cocksuckers didn't need to be here, and I don't know why they didn't let us hang them. We could have gutted them in the fucking square." Holy shit. Then he started on a triad of, this, that, and every other thing. And it's okay. And the way we do it is when we put the clothes in the dryer, I set with the clothes, and Kelly goes to the grocery store. By the time she gets the groceries done, the clothes are done, I have them bagged up, we're ready to go. So I'm stuck there. There's nowhere for me to go. And I get to talk to this guy about hating immigrants. Illegals, not immigrants. He didn't. He clarified.
Yep. No. I don't care what they do. Shut the fucking borders down for at least 5 years, because that's how long it's going to take to straighten out the shit.
Yeah, and it's not hard to do.
Huh.
Every other country in the world does it.
Yep. Yeah, good old Eisenhower has one of the highest repatriating records.
Yep. But I also think they should streamline it too. If you come with a legitimate claim of asylum or whatever other legitimate reason there is to come to America, if you have a legitimate claim, it shouldn't take months, years. It
Yeah,
should
10
be
years.
easy enough in this day of computers to go, okay, I can vet this person. Oh, yeah, okay, they did come from this. Okay, they are on a hill. Okay, I get it. Come on. It should be a little easier, too, the process.
Yeah. But, if that's, like the military, how many women from all over the world, German, Vietnamese, hell, Bongino's wife was from
She,
Venezuela. I don't, not Venezuela, somewhere around in that area. But they could keep talking about how long it took Paula to get here, doing it the right way.
yeah. But see, it shouldn't be that hard. Because I'm sorry, common sense has to play. You can interview a couple and go, "Oh yeah, you are married." One red flag, I get it. Now we gotta, wait another month, maybe another review. I get it, but common sense has to play here.
Well, I found it funny. Everybody in this administration kept bringing up the fact that it was broken. The immigration system is broken. But they never said the most important part of that statement because they've added on so many bureaucrats that don't have to do nothing because they're union workers.
Exactly. But when a guy wants to bring his family over, he's gone through the process. He's become a citizen. He wants to bring his family over. All right, I get it. There is paperwork. They should take the classes. They should become naturalized or whatever whatever their desire is. But is it really that hard to look at this guy and say, okay, he's not smuggling, he's not human trafficking. That is his family. All right, let's get this shit pushed through. Why tie up the courts? It's a computer. I send the paperwork to you. You look
Yeah.
at it and go, done.
Well, there's still got to be a paper trail of it, dude.
But it should be just easier. A lot of things, not just immigrate. Everything should be
Oh, yeah.
easier. Taxes should be easier. Driving should be
Regulation.
easier. Knocking people in the head should be easier. I mean, everything.
Well, just last week, the FDA the FDA said no vape, no flavored vapes.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one of those as they're running out the door, let's keep throwing shit. So they're going to push regulations there. I can imagine what they're doing to the food producers.
I swear to God, every day I get in my feed, this is recalled, that's recalled, 20 tons of meat, 20 tons of vegetables. Come on, dude.
The butter is the poster child of that
But what gets
because it
me,
didn't
you're
say
telling
milk
me,
on the carton.
but you're telling me you're such an important organization and you've grown this big, this controlling over these years, and we have a worse food supply than ever?
Yep. And why is it? It's only the animals that you handle that have this.
Exactly. But yeah, you're so almighty, but we have worse conditions. And don't give me its population. Don't give me there's more farms. It's not that hard to regulate shit. You're fucking with it. You're making this cattle sick. You're bringing the test labs in saying, yeah, they've got this, they've got that. It's been done all throughout history.
Well,
Horses, cattle, goats, sheep.
yes. Well, the big change was in 1938 when the Rockefellers set up the School of Medicine. Did you know that most medicine that has been taken since then has been either added to or had some petroleum products in it?
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't can't say I knew that fact, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Kind of a way to cinch it in when oil was just coming popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where we got Vaseline. It was the buildup on the pumps,
Yep.
and workers used it to for cuts and scrapes and burns, and
Various
I'm
in his,
sure various other activities in the evening.
yeah. Now look at Listerine. What was it? It was made to be an antiseptic.
Yeah, and it still is. It really works.
Yeah. And that's why they won't let anybody behind bars have any.
Yeah, I'm from the school of thought if you don't feel it burn, it ain't working. So I use Listerine. It burns.
I know you miss Mercurochrome.
Oh,
Monkey blood.
I could do with the pain. 'Cause I don't mind putting alcohol in an open wound. I can
Yeah.
take that. But it was the red, the bright red stain everywhere, and it was like painting. No matter
Yes.
how careful you are, one drop at a time, and it's everywhere. And God forbid you're wearing a white T-shirt.
Oh yeah. So how was your introduction to styptic pencils?
To who now?
Styptic pencils. The
I
little
can't.
white pencil you use for
Oh
cuts.
yes, yes.
It's almost as fun as the first time with the aftershave after a brand new shave.
Or dull shave. Oh,
And when I first up between my teens and my 30s, I just dry shaved.
nah, I could never do that. I had that wet. I could use an electric razor, but if I used a blade, it had to be wet.
My first run in with an electric razor was my dad's Remington.
Oh,
The old with the two bars
yeah,
across the top. Yeah. Well, those were safety strips.
yeah.
I burnt my face up with that. And then Norelco came out with the cheap ones. We got those for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, I always bought Remingtons, but the microfoil. But it never get because it never gave you that feeling of a blade. It
Yeah.
was just something about a blade shave.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. When I was turning in my 20s, they hadn't even got to the two blade system yet. It was still just a single blade bit.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, because for a while there I went through the goatee stage, and when I shaved, I much preferred the single blade, cheap generic razors you get at the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean they didn't last. You used them once, twice, maybe three times, and toss them. But I just paid $1 for 10 of them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave me one of the best shaves ever.
When I got old and fat and lazy, I fell in love with the three blade.
Oh, I didn't do the. I don't know. I don't do the fancy. Well, I don't do it now, but I
Yeah.
didn't. Screw it.
Oh,
I just decided I'm gonna look old and just grumpy and
no.
just somebody you don't want to talk to. Look at that guy. He just it
Oh, it ain't working.
ain't working yet.
Yeah.
It will work someday.
Okay. Well, maybe if we get you a pointier hat.
I'm getting good at shaking my cane.
Cool. Maybe you should put bells on it or like beads.
I want a shillelagh, but
Yeah, I know it. They won't let me have one either.
damn, they're expensive too.
Yeah.
Oh, what else is in the news today?
That one airplane that was brought down.
Oh, yeah, in Kazakhstan.
Yeah. First it was mechanical failure. Then people walked up to the fuselage, and there's all sorts of bullet holes. They were shot down by
Oh,
bullets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then a little
oh,
while
they were
ago, it
there
was,
for before.
huh?
The bullet holes were there before.
Oh yeah, before takeoff, because they said the last one was they got hit from a Russian missile.
That wouldn't cause bullet holes. Well, maybe it would. It depends on what kind of
Crap,
missile.
man.
Yeah,
One of them
Yeah,
DMs,
depends on what kind of missile it was. Yeah.
drones with a gun on it.
that and old Jens Stoltenberg, the guy that was the head of NATO when this fracas started, he's been moved up to the Bilderbergs.
Okay.
Yeah, he stepped down here a few months ago, 3, 4 months ago.
Yep.
And he just sideways and better pay. And you can feel real important because there's a bunch of people running with cameras wanting to take your picture.
Yep. All about that spotlight.
I liked it better when they were trying to hide.
Yeah. Yeah. Rats belong in the shadows.
So there was another woman set on fire, this time down in Georgia.
Oh my god.
Nice. Another illegal?
They don't have any suspects right now, that's what they said.
Probably
But she
some
lived.
sick copycat.
She lived.
She
Yeah.
lived? Oh. Sometimes that's not a good thing, though. Depends how bad she was burned, I guess. But
I know it. But my brother trudged on.
he get it bad, did he?
90% of his body,
Ooh.
3rd degree. He walked into a hanging macrame that was on fire.
Ow.
He
Oh,
didn't.
that nylon rope, that melty.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, his wife's funeral, he looked like the Invisible Man.
oh, God, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Just about this time of the year.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no good words for that.
No, just cards you're dealt.
Well, it is, but still doesn't make it that easy, you know?
No, it's not supposed to be easy. People don't get it. You sitting there crying at a funeral for yourself, not
Yep.
for the person.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
And now, what do they call them? A celebration of life.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, but seemed to make my mother feel better, so we had one for my father and my sister.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's at least one thing. If somebody asks for it at that time, let them do it. Don't give them a hard time.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
we just, yeah, whatever you want, Ma, we got it.
it was it was almost a knockdown drag out. Tammy didn't want me to get mummified. She wasn't going to drag me around with her.
You can't, hey, come on.
Man, you know,
Miss
I know if
Tammy,
I
we need to talk.
see Tammy. Jim says he agrees with me. You should let me be mummified, and you can take me around with you. She's still going to burn me up, damn it.
Ah, that's all right. You'll burn with me.
What else have we missed? There was a little train derailment down in Texas last week, but I hadn't seen any updates on it. What it was, where
Didn't hear anything about that.
I know they had one hell of a thunderstorm down there.
So, so I'm hearing more and more squawk about blocking January 6th.
Yeah, 20th. Yeah, they're wanting to go in January 6th and pull their shenanigans. It's actually an insurrection.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, but
Oh,
what the hell do I know, huh?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, what was it? Last summer, Jamie Raskins was out there telling them what they were going to do to create chaos and have a race riot and civil war conditions and all run up to Cheyenne Mountain.
Yep.
A contingency of government, which I'm still not real sure that we haven't been under that contingency of government until a continuity, excuse me, continuity of government since 9/11.
This is a good bet.
Yeah, because they got all sorts of stuff up there anytime they feel like calling in emergency.
Yep.
Somebody sneeze, that's it. It's pandemic, shut down the world.
That's just it, and it's going to get that ridiculous.
Yeah, Congress actually allowed that to happen. You know, there's just some things just got to go. Leave us the fuck alone.
Just for a little bit.
Hey, I saw that who was it? Ford Racing and Lowe's had built some tiny houses and took them out there to North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Thought that was pretty cool.
That is kind of cool.
And the Amish has still been up there just pounding away.
Meanwhile, FEMA's what? Having another meeting?
I think they had to go up to the southern hemisphere somewhere near Australia. Yeah, no. That Crenshaw and cat turd thing. Wait and see how long that's going to play out.
So who's butthurt over what?
Crenshaw got butthurt because cat turd was talking about him having to pay a fine for illegal contributions. And so what was it? $220,000.
Oof.
Yeah. And Crenshaw went off, started cussing him, telling him some nobody trying to look for clicks. It's fucking cat turd, dude.
That's ridiculous.
Nobody in his staff would tell him.
Damn it, Dylan, my cup's empty.
Damn it, Dylan. You're just falling down on your job. Can't you see we're busy doing something?
And after I
Oh,
gave him
either
the night
or.
off last night.
Yeah, see what happens and just take advantage of it.
Well, I don't care that Dave took it away. I gave him the night off.
Oh,
Oh, Kelly says, but Dave took it away. But I don't care. That's Dave's business.
I said, why'd you take mine away?
You don't get a night off.
I know.
You're lucky I let you have shoes.
There's your coffee.
Thank you. You are cuter than Dylan.
that could be mean, but it would get you hit. So I won't say it.
I've done worse. Guaranteed.
Dave, I don't understand the question. Taxidermy or freeze dry? Oh, okay. No. No, she's putting me in the oven.
I'll tell you what, I never really agreed with cremation until my dad passed. And then my sister passed, and it was just so much easier.
Yeah, it's so much more expensive than when I was riding a tractor in the graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, I did grave digging for a little while.
Everybody should at least one summer.
Yeah. That's what I did.
And Dylan, no. But I guess they're done with the drones for now, and their plan to be is to move on to aliens,
Ah,
along with what is it, the quad pandemic,
oh,
4 diseases. Oh,
that
what
sounds
am I-
scary. Should I be worried?
You might have to wear 4 masks.
Oh, no. I only got 3.
Well, maybe you'll have room down there to put it in your diaper.
Maybe. Maybe I could use my diaper.
Ah, never really thought about it. That's scary. Why do you put these thoughts in my head?
Yeah, see, if you used a diaper, then you'd always have a spare. Because we all know they can't walk out of the house without shitting themselves because something offended them. The bird tweeted wrong, or that leaf was the wrong color. It appropriated the tree.
Yeah. I'm
You
just
see
waiting.
that viral video going around? I want to say it was New York, but it could have been Chicago, where they arrested 2 black teens and they got them in there. It's a felony, bro. New laws, man.
Yeah, it was out in California.
California, maybe that's what. Yeah,
Yeah, where they first, lowered the amount.
yeah.
Good going, people.
Love it.
Not bad.
I'm just glad they're arresting people again.
Oh yeah. I just want to see it done to every fucking business
Yeah.
that's employing them.
And damn it, you should get at least kicked in the nuts for shitting on a sidewalk.
Can rub their face in it too. Like you do a dog, rub his nose in it.
But wouldn't it make more sense just to install like over in like Amsterdam, that area where drugs are prevalent, they have public toilets, but they're timed. You go in, they got shutters. You go in, the shutters go up, nobody can see you, but they go down after like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever, Just enough time so you can't go in there and mix up your drugs and shoot up.
Yeah. All that crap was tore out because they were had a big coming down on it. They didn't want that heroin problem spreading out, just like when they were doing them over there in Britain. They had a whole end of town apartment complex set up for the druggies, and they wouldn't leave to get their drugs. They'd get them from the NHS.
I don't see that. I don't condone providing the drug.
Yeah. What was it? Oregon. They legalized everything for about 3 months.
Yeah, yeah, and all of a sudden, this wasn't a good idea.
But we can throw more money at it.
Yeah, let's throw more money at it. That seems to be the solution to everything,
Yeah,
and it
well,
never fixes anything.
it was the vending machines in New York.
Oh God, I'd like to hear an update. I'd like to read the report on what happened to those. Dylan, that's your mission. You go to the city and see if you can find one that still works.
We want actual proof.
Yes, video it. Do one of your bebopping on the block videos and go downtown and find a crack vending machine.
He probably like one of those purses. It might remind him of Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright. My sister liked Rainbow Bright. And Strawberry Shortcake. They didn't play well with G.I. Joe.
No, G.I. Joe was mean.
G.I. Joe was a son of a bitch.
Especially when he got a hold of a black cat.
I would rig it so I'd tie it to a string and then put a tack in the ceiling in the hallway just outside my sister's door. And I had it rigged up like with a little bow that would tie it up to the ceiling down to her doorknob. So when she opened up the doorknob, it pulled the bow, and G.I. Joe would smack her in the head.
You
Death
didn't
from
yell
above.
Geronimo?
Death from above.
You're supposed to yell Geronimo.
Oh, it was, yeah. Oh yeah, I tortured my poor sister. I broke her collarbone too one day.
Damn.
She pissed me off. She was pestering me, and she come in and she come into my bedroom and she said something, and she ran into her room and hid under the bed. But she was laying on her side like this under the bed, and I ran in and jumped on the bed. And
Oh,
let me tell you what, I had never felt so bad. I still feel bad for it.
You should, you rotten little kid.
She started it.
Doesn't matter. You shouldn't pick on girls.
You didn't know my sister growing up. We did not get along very well growing up. As we were adults, we had a really good relationship,
yeah.
but then the good Lord decided to take another angel home, so that ended that. I'm stuck with my good brother and my bad brother.
Okay. There it was. See, this son of a bitch needs to have a tail on him 24/7. Rat skin.
Oh, yeah.
Efficient because what can be put into the Constitution can slip away from you very quickly. And the greatest example going on right now before our very eyes is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress. So it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in Civil War conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection, simply do not want to do their job and interpret what's efficient because
Yeah,
Sounds kind of insurrection-y to me.
kinda. Just a hint. A little bit of treason sprinkled on top. So why are they saying he's disqualified?
They're trying to use the 14th Amendment, which was
Oh.
written at the time of the Civil War.
Yeah.
That was to keep people that actually, tried to overthrow the government from getting.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he never got charged or sentenced for insurrection.
Yeah, and they couldn't make it stick on the prisoners they're holding up there.
No, because an insurrection is an armed assault that holds a government.
The only one shooting up there happened to be Capitol Police.
Yeah.
Real insurrection-y.
And the only damage done to the police was to themselves. That video, I can't find it again, but that video of them tear gassing themselves, that was, oh.
Yep. But I tell you what, people forgot Rosanna Boyland. She was the one out front that they were beating on, almost beat her to death.
Yep.
And then there's Ashley Babbitt.
God rest her soul. Disgusting. It really is. And
That is.
and to watch him hang on to it so hard.
And explain it like we're saving democracy? No.
Yeah, we're saving the world more than democracy. We're saving the world from these terrorists. You know, because
Yeah.
grandma was pretty hot that day. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I think she deserved 9 months in the pen. Yeah.
Don't forget one they out there in where was it? Arizona, I believe. Married woman with kids. It was outside of an abortion clinic praying. And that she's got 3 years.
Yep.
We were set up not to be having any of that shit done.
Exactly.
I was reading one of Don Jr.'s tweets, and he was saying that the best thing about Doge is it's going to show just exactly what they were doing with our money and bring it out to the open. But I think they should do that every 10 years. They're going to have every 10 years to do a census and offset them so they don't clash.
But a real census. Not a snowflake one, not a sensitive one. Real life, how many people live here? Are you legal?
Yeah, well, Biden just made it clear that he's going to count all the illegals as citizens.
No.
On the census.
No. Just because I walk in your front door does not make me a Wilkerson.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me an intruder. Kind of makes you want to get all stabby and shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I kind of stay on the edge of stabby, you know. You're fading out there, brother.
What's that?
You're playing Chinese eyes.
Tiny eyes. Oh, well. I had a few refreshments earlier.
Damn it, Dylan.
My supper was a few hippie calories. But I deserved it after yesterday. What a long day. And I got to do it again Sunday. because for some reason she enjoys our company way more than she enjoys her mother's company.
Your mother's a bitch.
Uh-huh.
She asked my mother, "Well, can you make goulash this weekend? I'll come down." Well, you're coming down because I'm going to drive the fucking 120 miles round trip to come get your ass.
Reese is making supper, not your mother.
God love her, though. I love her.
Yeah.
Him. I try. I keep. It's supposed to be him, I think.
Just go by names.
Yeah, Reese. But
Well,
yeah, and again, so I'm not really opposed to the lifestyle. I don't get it. I don't really want to talk about it all the time with them. You
no,
know, they do their thing, I do mine, as long as they're happy. I see somebody not happy, then I'll get involved. But
it's their thing.
that's it. I mean, we didn't let nobody tell us what to do when we got married.
Yep. Well, there was that sheriff.
Well, I beat that rap.
Okay. At least it wasn't in Germany.
No, I didn't fuck around in Germany. I saw them Polish eye in action. Thump you in the head first, then ask questions.
It looked like it's about that time, brother.
It is about that time. I'll go play with the cool kids.
Yes, sirree.
Alrighty, I'll be over there in a second. I'm gonna go set my fat ass in the chair, and I'll join you over there.
Alrighty, I gotta go pee.
All right, hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. It was awesome to have you. God bless you. Say a prayer for America. We're not out of the woods yet.
Yep. Well, gotta tell you again, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, 'cause it'll be New Year time we come back.
Yep. God, we won't see them till next year.
Till next year, I'm gonna miss you.
Oh,
Until then, I will parting in sweet sorrow.